Right, hello. I got back in about 20 past 9, half past 9. My whole day has completely been ruined by Kathy Kramer and Eva. So I'm kind of pissed off, to be honest. I've been trying to sort out videos to prove that I have made a lot of effort with my allotment. Which anyone who knows me, that's on my main channel, because obviously I've created this one just so they can see it. But anyone who knows me or on that channel knows how hard I work on my allotment. I may even, for this video, put in an audio message from my girlfriend. Because we always talk about my allotment. I always send her my videos every time. And she, like the rest of you, understand the level of work I do. So, how did today start? Well, as in the last video, I got told I was evicted from my allotment. Which I'm very pissed off about. They seem to think that I don't work on my allotment. Well, we're going to see about that when I show them the proof in this video. So, this video, well, there's going to be like 4 or 5 put into one long video, is showing them what I've done today, July the 5th of 2019. And it's kind of pathetic, but I've even had to show my bus ticket to prove that it actually is July the 5th. It's just nonsense, this really is. So at the end of the day, the first thing is talking about what I'm going to do, and then it branches off into every little thing I've done, including taking down a fruit cage single-handedly. Cutting my hand up, had a nail go through my hand, but not that they give a fuck. But one question I want to ask Kathy Kramer and Eva, yeah? Why would someone who's not interested in the allotment, doesn't work on the allotment, put this much effort, even after being evicted, to prove to you that I want my allotment plot? And you're going to see how much effort. Right, people. I'm obviously back at the allotment. I haven't done anything to it yet. I've just got here after the bus being incredibly late. And it is Friday the 5th of July for anyone watching this that disbelieves that I'm here. Now, after your pictures and from Kathy Kramer, I'm not going to say it's perfect, but it's funny how I don't see it. So for someone who's not working the allotment, that looks a lot better. Okay, let's go through something else. You see this? The 3rd of July. I don't know if you can see it. Wednesday, the 3rd of July. 2 days ago. Which I explained to you on the phone, having nothing but trouble with the bus back. And this has been all done. Well, not all, because obviously I've not finished, because the strimmer's only got so much power. But at the end of the day, there you go. And if you need more bus stickers, well, I might even have them somewhere. So, I'm here once again, which will be uploaded to YouTube so you can see. But as you can see, more stuff has been done. I've had to bring the strimmer on the bus today. I've bought new supplies, and this will be coming down, even though I don't want it to come down. But as you can see, it's nowhere near as bad as what you do. But it's funny how you don't take pictures when it's reasonable. Or like when I've finished, when I cleared it all out of my last videos. No. You do it when I go away. And I've spoke to other people in the allotment, and you seem to do it to other people that are growing as well. For people who complain about grass and weeds, and we pay, technically you haven't sent me the form to pay yet, but the double the money. And look, because of this, it makes other allotment holders' lives difficult. All of this overgrown, and people complain about mine, which I work my arse off on. See this, they're going to be plucked out today. See? Because you see all this weed membrane, which I put down before I went away. See, I did that, but you didn't put that in the pictures, did you? You didn't put all this weed membrane. Now granted, that didn't hold very well, but all of this was covered in weed membrane. And I find it damn right disrespectful. Tell me I don't work the allotment. See, another bit. See, underneath, because I'm constantly battling with the weeds. And if I pulled this up further, you'd find more weed membrane. Look, weed membrane, more weed membrane. And yes, it's not exactly perfect, but this is the second time. I've got my strimmer, which will give me 20, maybe 25 minutes if I'm lucky. This, not cultivating, that is called a tomato plant. So is that. Now granted, the suckers have taken over, but I wasn't here because someone was supposed to be looking after my allotment. But unfortunately, that didn't happen. And you always seem to pick what you want to put in pictures. I try to grow things here. See, the water bottle. So I can just spray. And I think it's damn right out of order to make these accusations without knowing the full facts. And you have made more than one mistake, because I spoke to a lot of people on the allotments. So Kathy, maybe you should investigate more. Because look, if you would have come, like in the last video I showed you, in June, or the end of May, early June, you would have seen it was fine. I'll get on with my job now, and then I'll show you the video. Right. This is now 5:25. I tried to come down early, but of course the bus is always late. Now this is coming down today to please you. Not that I wanted to, I wanted to repair it, but of course, you tell me it's got to be done. And as always, I'm going to do it. See all of this? I'm going to clear as much of this as I can with a strimmer. Now, I probably won't have the time to clear all of the wood and put more weed membrane down, but I'm going to show you a good video showing exactly what I do. And I want you to pass this on to Heather. And I will do what I can with the wood to put that weed membrane back there so it's covered like it was before I left. I might even cut some more and put it here. I may even rip up the ground so you can see layers upon layers of weed membrane. Because I'm getting tired of your letters like I don't do anything. You walk around showing people allotments, because there's plenty of new people. I know for a fact there's an African couple. There's a few others that I've met. There's a woman, I think she's new, down the bottom there. Why do I know this? Because I've been here. Because I speak to people on the allotment. I've got a lot of friends on the allotment. Now, this is going to come down. I will try and, I'll get in there once it's gone and cut all that down. These all need to be watered again. And then the last time I was here, they were quite wilted. Okay, this one's not brilliant. But I was here 2 days ago, watering. And I'm going to cut all this, providing my strimmer's there. And I will do, on my hands and knees, take the weeds that are stuck out, which I did not long before I went away. That's why this is here. And okay, they've come out through the side, but I will even clear this out. And I want you to pass this on to Heather, and I also want her email address so I can send my videos and my evidence. It's obvious you've got a problem with me, but I'm going to show you and Heather the work that I do here. Right, still the 5th, Still down here, working my arse off. Now, that weed membrane is supposed to be over there. Right? Obviously the wind's not held it very well. The ground. See this? Weed membrane. Why is this here? Because the last time I got told about the weeds, I put weed membrane down. You see? Yes, weed membrane. So I don't want to hear any more of this nonsense that I'm not doing my job. I'm putting weed membrane down. And it's not just there, it's all over my allotment plot. I've cut all of this down. Again, unfortunately I can't finish because I'll show you that my strimmer has died. More weed membrane not being held down. See, held down there. I've only got so many of them. So, it's not my fault. See? Obviously I'm not going to bother straightening up, but as you can see, it goes. I did this before I left. Look, there's even one in there. Because it went there. And look, there's one there. See, there's the hole it goes into. Obviously I've not straightened it up. So don't tell me I'm not working this allotment. This was put there to stop it. Growing. All over the allotment, if you go far enough, you'll see layers upon layers of weed membrane. Even somewhere in here. Maybe I pulled it out. See, me weeding. See, look, weeding, doing my job. Look, you see, that's the top layer of weed membrane. You see this, it's called the bottom layer. Because I'm always doing it. Even before she gives me the flipping message. Weed membrane. See? Top layer. Bottom layer. And if I dig further enough down, you'll find more layers. And before I left, I gutted all of this out. And it's the same throughout the allotment. That's your foul. I'm going to show you now. Now, it's not perfect because the strimmer died. And before, I'm sure you're going, oh, he's just lying. Look, you press that and press that. Do you hear anything? No. And before you say the battery's not there, this is the battery. I'll even take it out for you. Battery. I put it in. You see? In. Let's try again. Oh, nothing. And you go on about last year. I was doing this by hand last year until I've got the strimmer. Now, I'm sure you're going to complain to me about it being there, but look, I've ripped it up. What do you want me to do? I don't have a standing knife to cut the flipping netting and then put it somewhere. I've got bits of wood that I'm going to be used to hold that weed membrane down. I've even had a bit of a flipping clear off here. As far as I know, that bit is not a part of my allotment. Look, here we go again. Old weed membrane for when I get told about it. Look, weed membrane. Oh, look. Well, actually, that one's not. But look, I worked my arse off on this allotment. This is where the fruit cage was, which of course is now there. For now, I don't know what to do with it. Obviously, I've not been able to get to that area, but give me chance. That area, well, I'll try and do it today or tomorrow, the day after. I haven't even watered my crops. You go on about me not cultivating, it's because you're always having a go at me for weeds. Well, as you can see, weed membrane. Look, old weed membrane. Do your investigation properly. Don't believe it. Look, why is that going over there? Huh? I'm sick and tired of you. Make out I do nothing. Look, old weed membrane. See, look, more. What is this? Old weed membrane. You tell me I do nothing. Maybe if you did some investigation and opened your mouth, maybe you'd find out that I am working my allotment. This was all covered before I left. That, well, I don't know why that come up. That was covered. I covered that. I recovered this. over there. Okay, I didn't have enough of the pegs. There. Over there. This, fresh. Another one. Oh, this runs all the way from up there down to the bottom. All the way. See this? This is me getting rid of the stupid crap. Huh? This is me working my arse off. See? All over the place because I'm working. See? Weed. Look, I pulled it out, woman. Look, weed, loose. Look. Look. Now, okay, I haven't got round to doing that yet, but I will try. I've even tried to do along there. Granted, the stupid strimmer failed. But look. It's all prickly. Cut. Freshly done. I need to drag that one up, obviously. Weed membrane. Look. Freshly cut. I've done here. I've done up there. It ain't perfect. Look. Old weed membrane. That's the new one. See? There. Done a bit up here. As you can see, it's not perfect. The strimmer died. Now, I've got another video to make when I actually finish and go home. Because it's exactly, well, the stupid phone's being a pain, but I don't know what time it is. But look, this is on the 5th of July. My stupid phone won't let me zoom. See? This is what I do all of the time. You give me letters, I cut back because I now have that. And you know full well I used to do it by hand with garden shears. Because I didn't know they were battery operated. I knew you can get them electricity powered, but there's no electric. And of course I haven't got money for petrol. There. Needs a bit of tidy up. That bed, yes, it's got some weeds in it. All of this later you're going to see is gone. Again. By my hand. I'll hopefully get some of that done. But most of this... Look, again, old weed membrane. Okay, this needs to be cut. I'll let you off on that bit. And that definitely needs to be cut. But tomorrow or the day after, I will come down again and I will do it again. Look, this is me. See, that's not grass. Well, it is grass. That's not grass that's in there. That's grass that I've killed off. Weed membrane, look. Look, I've stacked all of this up. Over there, I've cut. See, this cut. Granted, it needs a bit more, but look, cut. I'm sick and tired of you telling me I don't do anything. The proof is old weed membrane. See, weed membrane, nothing growing. Because I work my arse off. I'm sick and tired of being treated like an idiot that doesn't work on his allotment. I'm sick of it. Look. And every day and every week, you're going to get videos so I can prove it to you because I'm sick and tired of it. Look. Old weed membrane. It's just ridiculous. I have to be subjugated to this because you can't investigate. You've got a tongue in your head. Ask questions. Do some actual investigation. I already know you got something against me. It's obvious. See, working it. Oh, it doesn't look that bad now, does it? No, but you wouldn't take pictures when I work on it, do you? No. Of course you don't. No, you just take pictures when something happens, there's a bit of rainfall, and it got, oh look, he hasn't done it. Idiots. Now the stupid phone won't text you. Come on. Oh, for God's sake, come on. I've got work to do. I ain't got time to muck about with this camera. Stop. Right, another video. Put the weed membrane back and put whatever I've got to hold it back. I'm not going to have time to finish bagging that up, but as you can see, more weeds loose on there. I need to get some gloves to pick that one up. See, I'm not saying it's perfect, but look, spent all this time getting rid of it. If I get time, I'll put it in that bag. But look, I got rid of most of the weeds, not all of them. Although there's a big one there I must have missed. But at the end of the day, it's going to get done. Cleared along here, although it doesn't look like I have because I've left it there. I've not had time to bag it up, like it's just loose. Same here, needs a bit more cleaning up. But I haven't got enough hours to do everything. More weeds, more. See, someone keeps pulling my weed membrane. That was over there. Over there. See, cleared all of this back. See, they talk about me and my overgrown. Look at that. 2 or 3 allotments. I don't care if they're abandoned or not. Do you think that makes life easier for me? When that, which is not my responsibility, comes over to mine, you don't think it spreads? I mean, look how high that is. You can see. Raised bed. So maybe if you lot got your asses in gear, cleared all this, it'd make my life easier so I wouldn't have so many weeds on that side. But ever think about that? Look how far it goes. And maybe, if you did that, maybe more people would take your allotments on. But no, you don't think about that. You just want to give me lectures. Why don't you deal with a bigger problem? I'm dealing with mine. Not that you lot believe me. I do a lot of work on here. I spent all day, well, hours. I don't even know what the time is, probably like 8 o'clock. Wouldn't surprise me, it wouldn't be the first time. See? And don't moan about that, because I don't know what to do about that yet. See, it's not perfect, but I've cut it. I've bagged up a lot of the stuff. I don't think that's a part of my allotment. Obviously my strim has died. I can't finish it. I've done a lot by hand. Need to finish all of this. But I'm sorry, council need to deal with that. At the end of the day, I've done a lot of work. See, cleared all this out. A little bit there that's loose. See, loose. A little bit there that needs to be pulled. That needs to be bagged up, which I won't be able to do today. See, the raised beds. Cleared it out. Need to do that side. Probably have to do it whenever I come next time. More loose. Cleared it all out. See? There were weeds all the way there. Where are they? This is what I do all of the time. And 3 days, most of that's loose, but some of it needs to be cut back. But in 3 days, look how flat and clear this is. In 3 days, a bit of rain and the sun, this will all be back how it was today. And then I get her moaning at me. So of course, I'm constantly working on that to get no real time to plant. And I'm saying, if you're evicting me, then you need to evict everyone in this allotment and sell this land. Look, weeds, a lot bigger than mine. Look, right down the bottom. See? You're going about my little bit. Well, look at all of this. Huh? Look at all of this. Abandoned. Some there, some over there. Why? I wonder why. Because 3 days with that, it all comes back. I don't see council dealing with this, or this, or this. We pay you, now we're paying you twice as much. You can at least do your job and clear all this before you even worry about mine, which I'm working my arse off all of the time. See, clear. Weed membrane, put down before I went. All of this. So don't give me that I'm not working my allotment. See, another hard day's work. Try and give you every angle so you can see it. I'm like someone who doesn't like to show where I've tried. No, they just want to show just negative. See, now on the right, on the path, it needs work. No one's arguing with that. But as you can see, it's a bit of a mess, needs a bit of a clear up, but I never get time to do that because I'm constantly on that. That weed there I'm going to get rid of. Needs tidying up. No one's saying any different, but I spend hours getting rid of all the weeds and all the grass. See, everywhere, covered because that's what I've been doing. And that's what I always do. On there as well. Zoom out again. See, more. So don't tell me I don't work my allotment. One tomato plant, 2 tomato plants. Over there, round the corner, is where I got my seeds. Now, this all needs a tidy up. But unfortunately, I need things to hold the weed membrane down because it always ends up flying off. I can't be there to do everything at every little time. But look, I've even tried to clear a bit of this off. It was covered. In there, this was all covered. I've still not bagged it all up. It's loose. Apart from that weed there. Put it in there. What more do you want from me? This is what I do all of the time. And you should be clearing that up. Because look, comes over to where my allotment is and makes mine worse. Makes me have to work harder. So you tell me about mine. I think you should get your own house in order. I'm doing mine and working as hard as possible. But as I said, bit of rain, 3 days, and this will all be back the way it is. I can't come every day. So you should evict everyone on that premise if you're going to evict me. Because no one could be here every day, even people who live here. It's impossible. But I've done what I can. I've spent hours here, and I'm still here. I don't need none of this nonsense. I'm not working my allotment. Right, I know there's a bit of weeds here, but the point I'm trying to get across is not the weeds, is all of this. Because obviously they didn't get watered by the person who was supposed to look after my allotment. They've all died. So when people say I'm not trying to cultivate, I mean, I'm pretty sure they're all dead, but there is a bit of green. I don't want to water them too much because of my research, it's not good. I think you're supposed to water them from underneath, but this one's not too bad, so maybe they're alive. I was going to transplant them, but of course I don't have the time because I spend everything working on what they've asked me to do, not my cultivating, which is a shame. Alright, that will do. But I planted all that with seeds, and most of them haven't done much. Right, well, I don't know what you can see because the sun's in my eyes. I've done what I can on there, needs a bit of a tidy up. Cleared as much as I can on the right path. Showed you before. Cleared out right here and under there, as you can see on there. So I've had a busy old fucking day. I've also got my tomato plants, which are starting to flower, which is obviously where you get your tomato or tomatoes. I've not had time to sort out weed membrane on that side or even put that down. I've got to go because I've had nothing to eat or drink all day. This needs a bit of a tidy up next time. Need a bit of weed in there. Finish that off. Didn't get around to taking that weed off and I just ain't got time. I'm so thirsty and hungry. Got a bad headache. But not that they care, no. They don't even believe I do all of this work. So, joke's on them really, when they see the evidence. So this needs to be cut a bit more. Obviously where the fruit cage was, and I've got to find something to do. I have to bring a standing knife and cut that. And then fold it up. Oh look, more old weed membrane, isn't there? I mean, it's anyone think that I actually did work around here. Correct, I do. Need to clear all this lot up. And this is the 5th of, I was going to say January then, July. And once again, I'll show the bus ticket. So they can't say I'm lying. I mean, granted, how would they know, you know, or how would I know, to be more exact, that it was the 5th of July, so I come, but stupid things I have to do to prove my point. But at least if I show this ticket, there's nothing I have to worry about because they can blatantly see. So for the, what's it? Oh, let it focus. Friday the 5th of July 2019. There it is again. So I don't need none of this, oh, you've not been down here. Because as of this date, it's in this level of whatever. Not perfect, not by any means. Is it a lot better? Yes. In the next few days, I will be back. Maybe even tomorrow. I don't know when I'll be back, but it won't be that long. I know, my luck, it'll have a bit of rain and it'll be all back again, which they don't seem to understand any of that. But when I come back, shredding, not shredding, streamline, cut it all back, tidy up more. Hopefully do some planting if they get off my back and let me plant. So, let me try this from another angle. See there, next allotment, look at this, comes over to mine, makes my life harder, and they complain to me. This is the main thing that's growing, the spuds. I've already showed you these seeds, some of them are growing, I have to transplant them next time. See, they're not wilted now, most part. They just must have been thirsty as hell. There's a little bit still wilted, but... And just to point out the flipping obvious, because I've already showed, look, weed membrane. And I've already showed you on previous videos the old weed membrane. But let's just have a look. They're on there to hold the weed membrane down. You know, somebody who doesn't want to try anything with the weeds and try and stop it coming back. I mean, I've put a lot of weed membrane down. Look, it's everywhere. That's why it's such a mess. Everything's trying to hold it down. No, but I don't work on my allotment. I don't care about the weeds and the grass. Yeah. Okay, Kathy. Okay, Heather. You know. And this isn't just something, because you can see the past video, it was already there. So joke's on you, because you don't know what you're talking about. I'm always down here. Thank you very much. Goodbye.